Bonjour, my beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. So today we're going to be looking at the block of what makes you, what's driving you this week, what's blocking you this week in this journey of just, you know, putting in the yes categories. We were talking about that yesterday. I got a very different vibe from this today. And this one is the Queen of Air, which is the Queen of Swords. And then you got the Mystical Shaman, who is very much into going with the flow of things, of taking it where it takes you. I was just looking at this and it says it's the storyteller who is neither made nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves, perceives all aspects of it, and wearing a cloak loosely. And the Queen of Air is anything but, though. The Queen of Air is about observing, right? Not observing, about organizing, sorry. She is very much of the mind. She's very independent. She's a clear communicator. She's very intelligent, but she's very critical of her own thoughts. She is like, you know, things have to have a structure. I feel with her, I've always felt that way. And she's very wise, but she's very critical of herself because she's suffered losses. And in that stems a little bit of, I know best. So as with the court cards, there's a lot of wisdom, but there's sometimes a reticence to expand, if you know what I mean. It's like mother and father, right? Been around a long time. I'm in that spot too. I'm 52. You know, comfortable in your own thing. So when you're faced with decisions, I pulled a few more cards. You're faced with decisions. You're going, I don't know. Is it really best or is it not best? And I feel that you're missing a chance for harmony. What Spirit is saying here with the Mystical Shaman Maker and these two extra cards is saying, liberate yourself. And I think a lot this week, if I were to pick the two words that would really talk about the readings this week, it would be liberate yourself. Liberate yourself, Pisces. Let yourself be free of judgment, free of critical thinking. I think too much critical thinking. Even yesterday we were looking at the knights interchanging from the Knight of Pentacles going into flipping the Hermit the other way into the Knight of Wands. Just, you know, just let yourself go into that different type of energy, Pisces. So we're going to look at the Queen of Air and how she can help you but hinder you, because we're looking at blocks. So thank you to these cards for bringing in clarity on more on what the readings are going to be. And we're going to take a look at this one in a bit, okay? Cafe Cocoa for any of you who are not aware that I do this, but I know a lot of you are. Okay, so Queen of Air, isn't she beautiful? But she's a little icy. I mean, if you look at her, she looks very cool. The colors of the blue is very much there. A lot of wisdom, a lot of purity of thought, but a little cool in a way and in the demeanor that's coming in. It's and with the Two of Cups that we had as a clarifier, it's in the Mystical Shaman, he's like colorful and textured. If you look at him, look at his face, he's colorful and textured, but look at his soul here. It's like taking flight, right? This is very icy, it's very concrete, it's very like in right here. She has a lot of kindness, a lot of empathy in her face, you see it. But she's very wise. She has that square jaw, that I know best kind of mama thing going. But she has a beautiful crystal here around her neck. I love it because it almost looks like something from the sea, right? It's almost like she's keeping her heart very close to her, but very protective. Kind of on show, but not too much. You know what I mean? So, we're going to take map of the Oracle here. And we're going to take a look at this Pisces. All right. Okay. Yes. See, I see the sad embrace. Look at the colors, Pisces. Look at that. Look at that. Okay? So I feel that, I'm going to say it right now, I feel that what we are getting out of this card as a block is that obviously things of the past are affecting the current situation. You know, what is it? Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Is that it? Anyway, if it's not it, it still applies, okay? In other words, you've been fooled once by certain things. And in that stance, you have decided that you're never going to be fooled again. For anything, maybe concerning that. Now, for some of you, I'm sure it has to do with love. For some of you, it has to do with work situations. You've been to too many bad jobs, too many bad relationships, and now you've learned, or at least you say, I have learned. In the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about forgiveness and opening up your heart center. And this coolness that is here, it needs to thaw. It's icy cold. It's icy cold here, okay? The full moon in Capricorn is telling you it's time to ground that energy, and it's time to work on something new. Now, I have been as well working on myself, and it's time for me to just break out of the barriers or the boundaries or the limitations that I put, because I put a lot of limitations. Well, I can't do this, I can't do that. I can't do, you know, I can't change things up too much because it'll spell failure without actually trying anything. I'm so in fear mode that I'm not trying anything, and I have to try something. I have to do things. So that's why you're seeing changes happening with me as well. I'm not fast to change, but I am getting out of my own way finally, which is the Queen of Swords for me. This is the card that applies to me, but I am getting out of that card. I want away from that icy demeanor. I want to get out of the sad embrace. I want to open up. I want to free the spirit within instead of holding it in. Yesterday we had that Four of Pentacles, holding things in. And if you keep doing that, I feel it's saying it's going to expel you. It's going to throw you out and say, all right, time to get out there, okay? Yeah, most definitely, Pisces. All right, so I am using the Transit Tarot. I really like this deck, by the way. I wasn't expecting to like this deck. Why would you say, Jane, why would you buy a deck you weren't expecting? I was expecting to like it, but I wasn't expecting to love it. It's a strange thing. If you're a tarot card reader, sometimes you think the most beautiful of decks you're going to connect with up and down, left and right, and you get it and it's, all right. But then there's some decks you go, I kind of like it. I'll get it because, you know, let's say it's a deal or it's on sale and you go, yeah, you know, I can add it to my collection. And then you start shuffling and you think, wow, I'm so connecting with this deck. This is this deck right here. This is the latest one. I love the hourglass of spiritual. I love that. All right, so let's get on with it. Let's get on with it, Jane. Okay. Crown of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles, Apprentice of Vessels, the Page, the Nine of Coins, 9 coming in again. Okay, 45, 9, and the Sun. Very nice. Switch up your Crown of Air, your Queen of Swords, for a King of Pentacles. And in this case, it's saying crown. So, you know, if you want to, it could be a queen. It's coming in as a queen. I know it's the king, but it's coming in as a queen. So whichever one feels to you. The point is the point or the word that is more important in all of this than the card is abundance. And it's the resources that come in with that. It's, instead of closing yourself off like this sad embrace does, it's opening yourself up to a whole bunch of things. Okay? You have the Apprentice of Vessels. That is definitely the Page of Cups. And that is the creativity. You see this person working on something, creating the cup in which you want to be abundant in. And it's going to bring you dividends. This is a harvest card too, right? The Nine of Coins. You're the fruits of your labor. And I keep telling you guys that for us, harvest is like within a couple of months, 2-3 months, 3-4 months, somewhere, some other place in the world, your harvest may come in at different times. It could be a season, or it could just be that you are planting seeds now that are going to bring in dividends. And clarity, more clarity to know where you're going in, not to get that to clear up this 7 of Cups that came in at the beginning, okay? 1111. The past is coming in again. It came in yesterday. Eight of Swords. So there is the Queen of Coins, the Keeper of Coins. So, as I said, doesn't matter, king or queen. Thank you, Spirit, for just, validating what I just said. But that's what I said. It doesn't much matter. And the key, again, is here. That key that's been showing up since yesterday is here again, showing you that you have the key to do it. You can get through it. This Queen is blocking you. Quite literally, today is a day of block, and quite literally, the middle card is block, the Eight of Swords. The card that says, most definitely, I am stuck. I need to get out of here. I need to push out of here. Okay? You see that beautiful butterfly, right? Right to the side here, letting you know that change is imminent. Okay? And that right now you are, tomorrow this will be your past. You are planting. There is planting going on here. Okay? And it's genetically encoded. I like the genetics in this past card. It's saying that whatever you're doing, the past doesn't define you. This past of hurt doesn't define you. It helps you create more. It helps you create for the future, in the present, in the right now. Okay? Wow. As I said, these cards are like blowing my mind. They're precise. They're direct. They read real well, Pisces. Justice. Yes. Balance coming in a different form. We're getting Temperance. Apprentice of Coins now coming in. Be open to learning new things. Oh, look at this in the present. I love it. I want some more of it. Look at all these coins in this Capricorn. This beautiful Capricorn moon that is here. And we are now, this is the day after Capricorn moon. And by the way, oh, it's the 4th of July. Well, happy Independence Day to my neighbors. We celebrated Canada Day on the 1st, so yeah. Hope, celebrate, not too much. Stay safe. Don't hurt. Don't hurt. Nobody hurt. No bobos. We don't want none of that. So celebrate safely. Big hug. Big hug from your Canadian neighbor. Big hug to all my family in the States too. All right. So, what are we looking at? Justice, 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 justice. The great equalizer. We've been, all I'm hearing here is Libra. So it means, again, the scales. trying to make things balance out, okay? Bringing that yin and yang that we were seeing yesterday. They're bringing balance. Bring balance. Bring balance back to the situation by, you have been restricting yourself too much. Now it's time to take steps in the other direction. It's almost like it's time to break out of the restriction, and that will bring back the balance. You will now, it's not to go all the way the other side, but it's starting to shift the scales, right? Because the restrictions have been doing, I feel the weight of it. So now it's time to take a few chances to bring the scales back, right? So, yeah, to even things out. Look at that hourglass. To open up your eye to the present moment. What's the present? You planted. It's coming up. It's coming up. And it's just a question of time. It is just a question of time. When you're planted, seed comes up. Da, da. The Apprentice of Coin is showing you how to do it. See? It's showing you the planted seed and how it's coming up. See? See, it's here. It's here. See what I mean about these cards? They're like bang, dead on, dead on. I love this deck. It's absolutely gorgeous. All right, so let's take a look at this again. We're talking about the past and the present. We're not in the future, which is good because honestly, I mean, the future is cool, but you don't want to be living in the what ifs. You want to be working on the right now, okay? Like, what can I do right now? Like, there's a lot of things that I can do right now to help my future days. But I got to work on it now to get to it eventually. Because if you don't work on it today, you're not going to get on it. It's never going to, tomorrow is not going to come with action to it. In other words, it's never going to become a present moment thing that's going to actualize. There you go. There's the word. All right. So you have resources, which is you. And basically getting out of your own way, planting the seeds, rebalancing the scales, and knowing that this will take root and it will grow. Every day is going to become less of in the future and more of the present moment. But you need action. You need clarity. You need to deep freeze, take away the deep freeze so that the ground can thaw and roots can take into the ground. You can't, it stays in a stagnant state while the ground is frozen. It's like waiting for the spring. You're the spring right now. You, yourself, you're the spring. And you have the key to it. Look at that, the Keeper of Coins. You have the resources to make these grow. I mean, it's just sun, growth, you're the key to it. You're growing. Look at this. Look how gorgeous all of this is. I can actually, through my air conditioner, hear the birds outside. I can hear them chirping and tweeting. I desperately want to go out there and catch one and kiss it. I love birds, by the way. Didn't know I was a bird person until I got bird feeders, but oh my God. And I'm feeling this Capricorn moon hit me in all the different feels right now. So if you're the same person and you're wanting to actually put something to ground and let it grow, an actual seed, and put it to ground, I'd say go for it. It's going to be the greatest therapy you feel. Being the keeper of seeds. And then start doing different things in your life. And I would say take all of this energy that's coming in and actually feed it the growth that it needs, right? Everything you do going, what I'm doing right now, is it going to grow into anything? Is it actually going to actualize if I put this energy into it? This is a great way of thinking, right? So what am I going to get? It doesn't matter. You can use it for everything. Cleaning a closet, what am I going to get? I'm going to get my favorite clothes that I love. I'm going to look at them all and I'm going to open up. It's going to bring me joy every day, and everything I put on will empower me, make me feel great. That's gross. Okay, but you got to start by cleaning the closet first. You can use it for anything. You can use it for relationships. I'm going to have conversations about the things I want to do and share with this person. And instead of just always talking about the problems with the relationship, talk about the things you want to infuse the relationship with. So what's going to happen? More good stuff is going to happen, less bad stuff, because you're infusing the relationship or the energy and the time and the space with the things that you love rather than the things that you can't stand. Those may actually be pushed aside when you do that. When things come up, you can deal with them, but if you're actually infusing good energy into something, when you see that person, you'll be happy to see that person. You'll know that some great company's coming and that you're going to spend some great energy with that person. This is something that grows, right? So you can do it in everything, not just house cleaning, not relationship, business, it doesn't matter. Infuse it with the stuff that you love and then watch it grow. Some of it may work, some of it may not. Keep switching it up. Keep doing things. See what grows. What seeds actually sprout. And then keep going. All right, so now I'm going to do the Mystical Shaman. I don't know how this can be so much better, but it will be. I know it will be. All right, so let's see. I love this. I'm going to read you this because it's absolutely fantastic. This is the symbol of the myth maker and storyteller, who is neither made of nor defined by the story. Instead, he observes it, evolves through it, perceives all aspects of it. In doing so, the mystical shaman represents the ability to dream a new story, a new myth into being. He dances between worlds, wearing the cloak of the world loosely around his shoulders, and sings the world into being. He reminds us to be in the world and travel through it, but not to be defined by it or become too attached to the experience. This is a symbol of true alchemy, for all elements of life have a spiritual aspect and a material one, which is very true. When we remember this, all manner of miracles and manifestations are possible. The invitation, I love this part. When the mystical shaman appears, you're invited to consider the ability to live without attachment. You are called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. And we were talking about this, right? Can you impartially observe the stories you tell yourself and others? What if you could become a mystery to yourself? Isn't that great? Very much, Pisces, when I went live and did it, and just, you know, with my facial features, of course, and the cards, not just my face, but when I went live and did that, on the spur of the moment, I became very mysterious to myself and wondered why the heck, with barely any makeup, did I just go on camera and do an hour live for no apparent reason. I was befuddled and confounded, but happy. So this is what I mean, okay? Get out of your own way. Just do what feels within you. When you feel it, if you have a pull and an energetic, why not? Let's do something, especially if it doesn't hurt anybody. It's just a narrative that you've got in your mind going through your own fears or whatever's, right? Just do what feels natural to you. Okay. Can you impartially observe the stories you tell yourself and others? What if you could become a mystery to yourself? Who would you become if you stopped telling the tales that had defined you up until now? You do not have to live in a story that has roots in the past. Roots. Beautiful. Oh. Okay, Pisces, look at this. Look. Roots in the past. Yeah, if they could do a mic drop right now, Spirit, they probably would, right? Can you see them? Do. Did you get that? Did you get that? Did you get that? They're so woot. What if there was no need to explain you to anyone, not even to yourself? Yay! That's going to take work for me, because sometimes I need to explain myself to myself. The way to do your most extraordinary life is to become a blank slate and allow the form of your dreams and desires to show up as it will. This is a sign of manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. So it's time for you to do the same, Pisces. I love this card. And it's also the Mystical Shaman Oracle. This is the card for this deck. So it is... you know, to tell you the truth, it's kind of like a muted card. Like, you just, there's not, I mean, colorful. You see shaman, a very old face, almost like the nose of an eagle, to tell you the truth. And you see this form, like, kind of taken off. See all the plumage here. But it's a very unassuming card. But it's probably the most magical card of the deck. I love the way it's saying, I want to embody this energy in the next 6 months. This is who I want to be. I want to be Madcap Jane. I don't think I've ever been Madcap Jane in my life. And just have fun. Just have fun. Not causing any harm to anybody, but have a lot of fun. Okay, so I'm taking from, this is the Sign of the Times Oracle. This is a newer one for me. Although I've been using it a bit now, so it's kind of fun. Alright. Your heart, love, and look at this. This is Firefly Wonder. But it's the plant again. Do you see this? Do you see this? You see it? Growing right here. And they're both 8. Love, heart, love. I want to see the firefly. I want to see the firefly. 44. Fireflies sprinkle wonder and magic into even the most mundane moments. Absolutely. Like taking out the trash or coming home late from work. Just one flickering glimpse of that fairy light can make you feel like a child again. And it's true, and we have these here. They make me feel like something magical is about to happen, especially if you get more than one. Yeah, we have a gazebo that we built quite a few years back, and sometimes when we're out there at night, and you see them in the brushes, it's dark, 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 and you see these sparks of light coming in. It feels like you're in a fairy garden. It's beautiful. Allow your imagination to take you away as you explore creative projects and new ways of approaching routine chores. Some believe creativity is only reserved for certain people, but everyone has the ability to access that power. Attend a paint and sip, experiment with cooking, or create something from your own for your own enjoyment, or get inspired any way you can. This card is a nudge to pay attention. The universe may be transmitting new ideas or flashes of inspiration your way. Write down anything that comes to mind. Don't be surprised if your creative endeavors are being noticed. Let this be motivation for you to continue to create magic in ways that make you happy. I love that. Express yourself via creative, artistic activity. See things through the eyes of a child. Find wonder in the small things. Attention to your creative gifts. And I love this balloon heart. It says it all, doesn't it? It says it all. Okay, so let's pull some more tarot from the After Tarot deck. Also a deck that I really, really love. Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. I enjoy having you here. I'm grateful for you. Justice in reverse. The Two of Swords. Oh. Wheel of Fortune again. came out yesterday, didn't it? There's that Seven of Cups. Okay. Let's take a look upright to see what's happening here. Yeah, the king or the pauper doesn't matter. Justice comes to all, right? So I feel that this, in the past, you may have thought that things only happen to people who have money, people who have skills, people who are better looking, people who are more charismatic, you name it. Just insert the, this doesn't happen to me, this happens to these people, right? Mine was, I'll never be beautiful because I don't look like a model when I was younger. And that stopped me from doing a lot of things. That stopped me from wearing pretty colors. It stopped me from talking to certain people. It stopped me from relationships with people. Because I thought, why bother, right? And I think a lot of us have had that, especially people my age, because we were shown a very different image of beauty than what we saw in the mirror. But this is going away. It's in reverse. So this is telling you that those limitations, that queen, those, all of those things from your past, from up until now, whatever little restrictions or little mindsets or little things that you got going on in your brain, this is bull crap. It's saying it doesn't matter who you are. The scales are there to be balanced regardless of who you are. We're all human beings. In the end, we're just people, right? We're people. And the narratives that we tell each other is how we stop each other, okay? So, who's going to win out? I love this. Who's going to win, okay? Is it going to be this red-dressed love, or is it going to be your mind, like that sword-looking, protecting his head? Who's going to win here? Who's going to, you know, duke it out for you? I go for love with a little bit of mind, because you got to keep your mind. After all, it's a wonderful tool. But I'd balance it out more for your passions, what you really want to be doing, and I turn that wheel in the direction. See all that red again? And you have a little, oh, you have some green here, so there's that Capricorn. And then, and actually it's the Chariot sitting on top. It's almost like beckoning you, right? It's that Chariot driver's going, come on, let's go. Let's do it. And look, monkey is on the edge here trying to hang on. Wow, and the devil's falling off. Or that looks like the devil, isn't it? What is this? Whatever, it's got horns. We'll call it the devil. Devil's falling off, monkey brain's falling off, but you're sitting there with your chariot and the sword. Yeah, I think that's good. That's good, that works for me. And look at this. It's you making choices, okay? And some have interpreted this like, oh, he took the jewels, but the snake, you know, the snake attached themselves to him. I'm gonna, you know, what I'm gonna do with that is something whole different. The snake is a representative of shedding the skin, okay? Shedding the old skin. So you're taking that snake to find out how to do that. How do I shed my old skin? How do I make these jewels a good thing, not a greedy thing, okay? I'm going to take the jewels of my life, and I'm going to learn to shed my skin. You've made a decision. That's absolutely okay. I like that. It works. It works for me. Where people see evil, I see good. That should be my mantra. No, no, no. There's no bad. There's no such thing. Everything works out in the end. You might as well enjoy it, Pisces, because we're never getting out of here alive. That's my mantra for every day. I've recently found out that somebody was, sadly, life expectancy will be shortened. In other words, they found tumors and stuff, and their life is probably not going to be as long as some of us, but we're never completely sure, right? When asked the question, Jane, well, maybe not Jane, but what would you do if that happened to you? I'd make plans. I would have parties. I would speed up some of the things. I would live life to the fullest till it was done. Because honestly, I'd be grateful to have the chance to say goodbye. Most of us don't have a chance to know or say goodbye to the people we love and give them real closure. So given a chance to give closure to some people, hell yeah, I'd give them closure, I'd give them love, tell them that my experience with them was extraordinary and that I want to build as many memories as I can before I'm to go. But I am a very different person, I guess, while others are trying to extend, and I don't know. To me, it would be like, all right, I have a date. I'm leaving. I'm going back to home or going back to spirit. This journey's done, but let's take all the time that's left and have a great time, right? So I don't know where we got here, but I felt like I needed to share this. And there's you bringing in that crop, Pisces. It is coming in. It is coming in. The Star. Again, the balance. Aha. And the 4, but this time it is. I love this. Look. You're done. You're done with stagnancy, and you're done with just dumping things out and going, I'm not interested. Okay, this part, you're done, because it's on the other side. You've made a decision. That's exactly where that is, right? You have the Star. Your crop's coming in. Look at this. The Star, she looks like, yeah. There's some for me and there's some for you. You're balancing things out, and you're working on the chakras, you're going on your goals. It's, you know, you're putting some here, more there. It's that thing between the heart and the mind. See? Over the head, on the land. I like it. Definitely feels like we're getting somewhere. Okay, the Empress was like this. Let's put that there. It's already flipped in the deck. It was just waiting for me to find it. Just to show you, it didn't flip out of the deck, but the Hangman showed up. The 5 of Swords. And the Ace of Wands. Okay. So, first of all, beautiful, lush. Right away what I'm seeing here is when I look down here, I see the lush dressing. Look at all this lush, kind of abundant coming in. For sure, I feel it coming in. You have a lot of creativity, abundance here. The garden is overflowing and beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. You have this 5 of Swords. This is definitely you saying victory, claiming victory. The sword is up going, I claim this, okay? This card is usually the card of, am I a winner or loser, depending on what side. You are declaring yourself the winner. In other words, it's, I'm going to try it, and regardless of what happens, I'm winning. I'm doing this. No more stagnancy. So this is beautiful. This is embracing. What a cute salamander. He's so cute. Coming out of the ashes. You see all the black on him. Coming out of the ashes to reignite that spark. Okay, to be that spark. That energetic go time. Absolutely. Okay, they're having me mention that even because in here around where we are, we've had a lot of fires. After the fires, and you know, as devastating as it is and bad for pollution and air quality, fires do, and I've said this before, fires do rejuvenate the soil. It does burn away the crap for more things to grow, right? To begin again. And there's natural forest fires that happen all the time on the planet. And there's very old trees before we started cutting them down, where they did cut down the old tree, they could see where it had been part of a fire. So there's layers upon layers of things that happen in this world. They happen for a reason. You just can't get scarred from it. You have to use it to, you know, rejuvenate you and get you going again. See, if you've suffered a fire, if something's been scorched, well, it's time to reinvigorate it, give it water, give it humidity, okay? So that the soil can grow again. That's why we have all of these things happening on the planet as well. You know, you have all these different cycles happening. The rain and the sun, you know, the winds and the fire. The elements are important. They're part of this planet, okay? Now, I'm not saying we can't be doing better on the planet. Please don't take it as that. Absolutely, there's always room for improvement. This is the home we live on. We should definitely treat it better, for sure, and not get in its way. But I'm saying that the planet has its own thing, and even if tomorrow we were all eradicated, the planet would take itself over again. It doesn't need any help from us, really, not that much. We just live here. This beautiful blue ball has its own energy, trust me on this, and it's going to do its own thing whenever it wants to, absolutely, okay? We can help ourselves and help it, or we can hinder it, but either way, we're just, we're doing it to ourselves more than anything else. All right, so, beautiful, 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 beautiful Pisces. Let's see here. Let's get this wrapped up. The Justice card. Yeah, doesn't matter. There's no more limitations to your dreams. You are in a position for harvest and a position to be very energetically inspired to do something. You are now have made your choices. No more confusion. You know where you want to go. No more stagnancy. Declaring yourself, I'm going to win. I'm going to do things. That's what they're saying. Just do things. Get out of your own way. Be inspired and go. Follow a dream. Follow a goal. So that's it, my beautiful ones. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for taking the time. I appreciate so very, 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 very much. And I will be back tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat place. Love, light, and blessings. Take care of yourself. Bye for now.